Adam Schiff could face 30 years of prison for mortgage fraud. Do I need to say anything more in this show to put a smile on your face? Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm going to declare him preemptively as guilty before there's even been an investigation on this. I'm only going to say we have numerous sources. We have lots of intel on this, and that's a standard that Adam Schiff has said before. Now, it was a lie when Adam Schiff said it about the Russia hoax. We're going to show you the actual quotes of him lying, but I'm actually telling you the truth. There is actual evidence they committed mortgage fraud, and that does often have a steep fine or a steep prison sentence of 30 years in prison. Let's watch Ducey bring in the good news of evil Adam Schiff going down. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. To the Quad Club, the people that watch 4 videos a day all the way through and leave a message down below and you've subscribed. Can't thank you enough. You guys keep the lights on here. You're a better audience than I deserve, and I just have a blast getting to work for you. It is a privilege, so thank you. Here we go.
Good morning, and when you're the president, a lot of very interesting stuff crosses your desk in the course of a day, and the most interesting thing that President Trump has seen, based on his Truth Social this week, is the mortgage history of Adam Schiff. He thinks that the California senator has committed mortgage fraud, and part of the president's argument is this: I've always suspected shifty Adam Schiff was a scam artist. Adam Schiff said that his primary residence was in Maryland to get a cheaper mortgage and rip off America, when he must live in California because he was a congressman from California. And here's a quick refresher about President Trump's beef with Schiff.
He is using the department as both sword and shield, acting like a convicted felon because he is a convicted felon. The Trump administration is corrupt. No one, not even a president, is above the law.
Well, now the California lawmaker who spends a lot of time in Maryland is responding.
So the president today is accusing me of fraud, and the basis of his accusation is that I own a home in Maryland and I own a home in California. Big surprise. Members of Congress, almost all of them own more than one home or rent more than one home.
And your tax status was under primary residence, was out in Maryland home, so you got to benefit from that, yet run in California to avoid California's higher tax rate.
Because we're required to be on both coasts. So he is using my ownership of 2 homes to make a false claim of mortgage fraud.
The president wants stiff penalties here, so we had a chance to ask, how stiff?
You say that you want Adam Schiff brought to justice.
I would love to see him brought to justice. I think, I'll tell you what, I think Adam Schiff is one of the lowest of the low. I would love to see him brought to justice. He is a dishonest, crooked guy. I don't know about the individual charge, if that even happens, but Adam Schiff is a serious lowlife.
The New York Post first reported that Schiff barely spent any time in California because he was always at this Maryland house 3 years ago. Back to you.
Yeah, so I guess one of the things was that they said that they listed as his primary residence, Peter. That was it, and you can't do that.
Oh,
yes, and the longer version of President Trump's Truth Social is very, very detailed. The specific dates that certain boxes were checked on mortgage applications.
yeah. Unlike the accusations against Trump for the same, which Letitia James hit Trump on mortgage fraud, Adam Schiff's actually guilty. You know what? Adam Schiff, this is the thing. See, I want to cheat on my taxes just like Adam Schiff. You know, if it's not going to be cheating, if it's going to be now be called normal, I want to be able to have a home. I'm going to say I'm in Franklin, Tennessee, where the tax rates might be slightly higher than, say, if I had a home in North Dakota or out in Oklahoma. I'll just buy a little condo out there and say, that's my primary residence. Tax me by those rates in that cheap community compared to here. And then I'll go buy a residence in California and say, this is just a rental. This isn't my primary one. And then live out there. See what you do? That is totally illegal. What Adam Schiff did, hard evidence against it. He's been caught. I'm going to say he's guilty. I'm going to say he needs to go to prison for 30 years. And I hope he does. Why? Because he's the one that threw the book. By the standard that he judged others, I want him to be judged. By the standard. That's just normal. By the standard. By the way, you can judge me by the standard I'm judging Adam Schiff. Why? Because I'm safe. Because I don't cheat on my taxes. Because I have to pay them reluctantly. I would love to cheat on my taxes the way these guys do. And if that's the law, then we need to start saying that that is now the law. You do not have to pay your taxes. Remember, the Democrats have all of these lower judges going after Trump, protecting Democrats anytime they break the law. For instance, with illegal aliens, they're saying illegal aliens, you don't have to be an American citizen. You can sit here illegally and you can work. And I'm only saying if that law no longer exists, then maybe I don't have to pay my taxes. That's why I keep going back to that. They're exactly the same law. The same legal system that says I have to pay taxes says an illegal alien has to pay taxes. He can't be here illegally. He has to have a work visa. And the Democrats go, none of those laws apply. They're magically gone. They don't even want to call them illegal aliens. And that's what they are. They are an illegal alien by definition. Now let's move on. More Adam Schiff shenanigans. So this is going to be Adam Schiff doing actual damage to the country. This is him from March of 2017 before his face swelled up in modernity and he looked like he was stung by a drunk bunch of bees.
But you admit it's all you have right now is a circumstantial case.
Actually, no, Chuck. I can tell you that the case is more than that, and I can't go into the particulars, but there is more than circumstantial evidence now. So,
and now we find out this is him talking about the Russia collusion case, and we find out now that there was no evidence, but he went on the air going, there's more than circumstantial evidence. No, there wasn't even circumstantial evidence. You know, it was scant. It was one guy, the Steele dossier's opinion that he made up from nowhere. And now Adam Schiff goes, no, we have more than that on this Russia thing.
Again, I think...
So you have seen direct evidence of collusion?
I don't want to go into specifics, but I will say that there is evidence that is not circumstantial.
It's circumstantial. And by the way, I have seen direct evidence that Adam Schiff claimed that other residence was his main residence, even when he lived in California. We have more evidence that he committed mortgage fraud than that Trump was involved in the Russia thing. And all of the media, there's Chuck Todd double checking with Adam Schiff, and Adam Schiff is lying to you. Always lying if Adam Schiff is moving his mouth.
And is very much worthy of investigation. So
there has been a report from CNN that Wednesday night that the FBI was looking into collusion with the Russians in the Trump campaign in terms of spreading information about Hillary Clinton's campaign. Do you have any information to back that up?
I'm not sure that I can comment on that. I can say that I think that the investigation that the director talked about at our Monday hearing is justified.
Unjustified, totally made up. Now we know in hindsight. Different story. Here's Adam Schiff. This is a post he did just today on Twitter. Fox News took Jeanine Pirro off the air because, quote, she's crazy and, quote, nuts. Their words, not mine. So this is Adam Schiff going after Jeanine Pirro. I believe he's going to get into legal trouble for this. Jeanine Pirro should absolutely sue him.
I mean, even her own people on Fox thought she could be trusted to be on TV, on their own network. And after the show was briefly taken off the air, Fox News producer Justin Wells,
remember that name, Fox News producer Justin Wells,
described they took her off because she was crazy.
She's crazy. She's nuts. Well, who's Justin Wells? Newsweek asked that question too. Who is Justin Wells? This is who Adam Schiff used as proof that Jeanine Pirro was nuts. Who is Justin Wells? Tucker Carlson producer accused of groping. So he's a producer at Fox News, also worked for Tucker Carlson. This is from 2023. The guy that Adam Schiff thinks is so reliable is a groper. By the way, just like Adam Schiff, who groped underage assistants and they disappeared them too. A former Fox News staffer is accusing Tucker Carlson's former top producer, Justin Wells, of sexual assault and harassment, according to a lawsuit filed in Manhattan court on Monday. That's Adam Schiff's source against Jeanine Pirro. These people are all trash. They make this stuff up. It's all lies, and we're laughing at them. I hope Adam Schiff gets 30 years, that he is judged by the same standard that he used against Trump. What do you guys think? Does Adam Schiff see any time? Will he take some kind of an antihistamine to make his giant swollen face go down? I'm Doug in Exile. Shout out to the Quad Club. Thanks for subscribing.